All right, you guys, good evening and welcome to our Tuesday night class. Tonight we are going to be talking about hormones and detox. I don't know about you guys, but I could use both of these to learn more about how to feel better and to just really, live my best life. So first of all, I want to remind you guys to keep yourselves muted. If you have any questions, we'll go ahead and put them in the chat. It's a great place for you to get them answered when it's actually happening. The other thing is, if you wouldn't mind going ahead and just telling us in the chat where you're joining us from and who invited you. We want to make sure that we keep an eye on you and make sure that you guys know that you are being fully supported here. We've got lots of people here who can answer a lot of the questions. However, I want to remind you that at the end of class tonight, we will have a time where we can have testimonials, which we love to hear. Every time we learn something new from somebody about what they've been doing or how many drops or what their routine has been, it really helps to empower each one of us to be able to know what to do with what we have. And so we'll have that at the end of class. And I want to remind you that we gather here every Tuesday night at the same time with the same Zoom room. We have a different topic that we talk about, and this is open for anyone. So if you know somebody who might be a little curious about essential oils or doTERRA, some of our supplements, please feel free to invite them, and they're all welcome. These recordings are put up in our Facebook page and also on our YouTube channel. So you can also share those links and get people to rewatch, or if we go too fast, or maybe you caught part of it or missed some of it, you can always go back and watch those recordings. Okay, so this is a schedule of our upcoming classes. Tonight we are on class number 4, which is Women Hormones Detox and Cleanse. Next week we are excited. This class is taught by Sarah and her 2 kids, which it's really great to learn how they have been using essential oils since they were little tiny, and that's just the lifestyle that they've been raised with. And I love when they help teach the class, and you can really learn a lot. So whether you are somebody who has little kids, maybe you're a grandma, maybe you work with kids at school, or maybe you just know people who have kids, this would be a great class for you to come to. Plus, we always include our fur friends because we treat them as little kids when we're using our essential oils on them. Okay, so tonight we're going to first kind of dig into, and if you guys know what is the cause or what are toxins and what is the effect that they have on us. If you want to go ahead in the chat and just kind of start putting some of the things that we get exposed to on a daily basis that cause our bodies to have a little bit of wreak havoc, right? So everything from air fresheners, scented candles. I find it really interesting that even bottled water, if you have some plastic water, or sorry, some water out of plastic bottles, sometimes that plastic, if it's been heated up, has put chemicals and things inside the bottled water. So you're not always getting something that is going to be beneficial. There are over 80,000 different kinds of chemicals on the market, and many of them are in our homes, in our like car fresheners. Who would have ever thought that that little tree that hangs in your car that makes it smell so good is something that could actually be causing some discomfort in your body? Often we'll hear people say, "Oh, those smells, it's so strong. I can't be around scents because it causes me to have headaches." Well, if you have something that's pure and natural, I would challenge you to, if it really is that, or if it's something that is just full of, chemicals and dyes and colors and synthetics. And you can see on the right-hand side of the screen all of the different things that people may experience when they're overexposed to different toxins. So toxic chemicals are in our bodies. So the 9 out of 10 Americans, they have found BPA in their bodies from different tests. You can also see that, there's different phthalates and things that are 99% of the pregnant women are exposed to, which leads to infertility problems. It can have breathing issues. A lot of times people, will experience, a lot of congestion in their chest, a hard time breathing when they've been overexposed to different chemicals and toxins. 232 toxic chemicals have been found in umbilical cords to newborn babies. You guys, that's pretty scary when you really start to think of, an unborn baby. So that means the mom must have been exposed to a bunch of different things. And so it can cause all kinds of dis-ease in our bodies. And it just continues to grow and continues to grow, where most of our produce and foods are being um, overexposed to different chemicals and things, everything from, repellent for bugs to weeds and I mean, the list just goes on and on. So what do we do, you guys? So when we can identify toxins, and there are over 84,000 of them that are used in just your household items. So if you really look at your cleaning products, everything from your laundry detergent to your, dryer sheets, and if you take it even further, you can go into, sunscreens and makeup and hair dyes and I mean, body sprays, and the list just goes on and on and on. And so there are a number of 200 of them have been tested by the FDA. And of that, only 5 of them are regulated. And so the federal law hasn't been updated from since 1976. So what is our solution, or why are we here? What can we do to be proactive? Because there are certain things, you guys, that as a female, like, and we're exposed to way more toxins and chemicals because, of our makeup and our, shampoos and conditioners and all the different things. And, I'm at the age where I will never stop coloring my hair for a very long time anyway. So that's a trade-off. So in order for me to say, okay, I'm going to be able to go and get my hair colored, what are some of the other things that I can do around my household to eliminate some of those toxic chemicals? So we've done a huge change in our entire home where we either buy our cleaning products directly from doTERRA, or we'll take essential oils and natural products like baking soda and vinegar, and we'll make a lot of our stuff by ourselves. And then we know that we're not getting those additional dyes and synthetics and things like that. We actually have a class that is completely designed around how to keep your home healthy and our environment. So here tonight, we're going to be talking about some of the things that we can do to eliminate or to be able to cleanse and get rid of some of the things that we may have been exposed to, especially over time. All right, so the first thing that we're going to talk about is a cleanse and restore. So with doTERRA, we always talk with foundational wellness and the root of how we feel. And I love being able to get a foundational wellness product, which is packed full of nutrition. And then other items that we have are listed up here that help our bodies to be able to break down different foods that we eat with natural enzymes. We have a probiotic, which is pre, pro, post, and pro, which is really great for gut health. We have GX Assist, which is one of those products that can go deeper into our lower GI and really clean it. But tonight, you guys, we actually are going to feature 2 different options. The only thing that really changes in these programs or the options are the first ingredients. So it's our lifelong vitality, which comes now in 3 single bottles. You can see here pictured on the top, we've got our Alpha CRS, which is cellular vitality complex. Now, this is everything that's going to help us have more energy to be able to, brain support and all that. We also have our E Omega Plus, which is new. It is amazing. If you guys have tried the E Omega, tell us in the chat, what do you love most about it? Like, are you excited about it? Do you swallow it with water or do you chew it up? And then we also have our Microplex VMZ. So those 3 are our foundational nutritional products that you can purchase as a set. And then in the bottom, the option is our VMG. So our VMG was created for people who have a hard time swallowing pills. Plus it has our greens are added in there. And so you've got your vitamins, minerals, greens, and so much more. And so we'll get deeper into those in just a second. Okay, so I'm going to give you a couple of different options on how to cleanse with our doTERRA products. Now, this one is a 30-day cleanse. And what I love about this one is you first activate your body and get it moving. So you're going to use the Lifelong Vitality products. And then we have Zendocrine Complex and Terrazyme, which you would use in the morning and in the evening. And then your PB Restore, our Zendocrine Gel Cap, and then lemon. So you do that for the first 10 days, and then 11 through 20, you're going to actually 11 through 30 during our reset and our renew part, we're going to add in our GX and also our DDR prime. Now, you guys, part of the cleanse and why this is so important is think of your body as like a car. And if you are just constantly, filling oil in it, filling oil in it, filling oil in it, and you never take the time to do an oil change, clean out the filters, change the spark plugs, then your body's just not, or your car's not going to run the way that you need it to. Plus, if our elimination channels, which are, sweat, sometimes skin disruptions can happen, and some of those effects of like having, really bad head tension, body aches, foggy mind, all of those things can be when your body just is full of all kinds of stuff and it needs to be able to be cleansed. And so when we are exposed to a lot of chemicals and toxins, our bodies hold on to those symptoms. Well, then that's when we want to come in and do a really deep cleanse. And doTERRA recommends that we do a cleanse at least quarterly. So once every 3 or 4 months, you'll want to pick a cleanse that you do. Another thing that I love about doTERRA's cleanses is they're super gentle. A lot of times when you do a cleanse, people are like, oh my gosh, I've got to, plan it, and I got to be at home, and I need to be by the bathroom. And that's not the effect that you're going to get with doTERRA is. What you're going to experience is a real gentle cleanse. And sometimes, so when my husband was working on symptoms of gout, so he was to the point where he would barely be able to walk in the evenings because his gout was so severe and it was giving him so much pain. And what we did when we first started doTERRA is he did the cleanse 3 times in a row. So he did that first protocol that we showed you, and he did it once, all 30 days, and then he took like a 5-day off, and then he started the cleanse again. And each time he restarted the cleanse, it gave him a little bit deeper cleanse and a little bit better effect. And so you guys make sure that you remember that if you have any questions about any of these products, because this is just a real quick glimpse of what's available, reach out to the person who invited you here and have them answer your questions. And they can also meet with you or, get on the phone with you and come up with a protocol or a routine that's going to be best supportive to you, especially if you have, certain things that come up that might be out of the ordinary. Okay, so the first one was a 30-day cleanse. The one that we're showing right now with where we introduced the VMG is a 90-day reset. Now, the way that this one is intended to work is we really want to prepare the soil. So if you think about your garden and the way that you don't just go out there and throw seeds on the ground and expect to have nice, healthy plants. First, you get the soil ready. So this part of the cleanse that you can see on the right or on the left-hand side is you start and you use the products as directed, and you use the Restore, the VMG Plus, and also the Omega Plus. You would also start taking the Zendocrine Complex. Don't worry, you guys, I'm going to break down each of these products in just a minute. So the Zendocrine Complex, and then also in addition, you could put that Mito 2 Max in there. Mito 2 Max is something that helps to give you energy, but it doesn't have any kind of a stimulant. So it actually naturally shoots off that protein in your body so that you have this elevated energy, but it's sustained. So it just is like a coaster. It just sits and coasts right along. And instead of going, these low dips and these highs and this, roller coaster thing. So the next thing after you have your soil prepared, then you'll go ahead and you do that protocol for the first 30 days. And then in the second 30 days, this is when we're going to go deeper into our body and kind of start removing some of the things like the weeds that might be irritating. So this is when we're getting that oil change and those spark plugs change and all of that overhaul in that engine. So you're going to continue with the foundational wellness, which is those first three products. You'll add in DDR Prime. You guys, DDR Prime is one of my favorites for helping our body with apoptosis, which is what that means is when you have a sick cell, it needs to leave your body. If it doesn't leave your body, sometimes it can turn into a bigger disease. And so it actually helps your body to get rid of those things so that it can be happier and healthier. You'll also have this keep with the Zendocrine complex, but now we're adding in GX Assist, Terrazyme, Zendocrine soft gels, and we're adding lemon. And you'll do that for the second 30 days. So on 30 more days. And then on our last one, this is when we're coming back in. We're making sure we've got our nutrition. We're going to add in our award-winning collagen and just continuing on this last 30 days, which would complete the 90-day reset. And you would continue down that path. Now you could add in the supplements that are in the middle category anytime you need to. And that's why I really want to encourage you guys to set your timers, put an alarm in your phone to join us every Tuesday night for this class, because we continue to teach you and do deep dives into each one of these products. Now, on the right-hand side of here, you guys, we have a quick guide for a liver detox protocol. Now, when I started talking about over-toxifying our bodies with all kinds of things, that goes into our liver, and our liver will hold it, and it needs to be able to get rid of it and filter it out. So you guys, I would recommend taking a screenshot of this so you'll be able to follow these directions. So this is when we bring in MetaPower, cilantro, and celery seed. And you can make that into a roller bottle, or you can also put it in veggie caps and be able to take it. So the first thing in the morning, you would take PB Restore to help to support our liver. We would take in a capsule, 2 drops each cilantro, celery, and the MetaPower oil. And then that's in the first thing in the morning, you would also drink a big glass of water. And then with your meal, you would do the Terrazyme and the Zendocrine soft gel. And then with meal number 3, you would then add in another Terrazyme and the support capsule, which is again the cilantro, celery seed, and MetaPower. Now, I recommend whenever you're doing any of these resets or the cleanses or the protocols that you do one of them at a time. And why we do that is your body will be able to have a gentle reset or cleanse without having it overstimulated or giving it too much to do. So when can we do them? You guys, you could do one of these every single month if you wanted to. Or like I said, follow directly one of these protocols once every quarter. Okay, so here are some reasons that you want to use the VMG. It's not only a whole food nutrient complex, but it helps with, having vitamin A and C. It has biotin, which is really great for your hair, nail, and skins. It helps with, it's got plant-derived supplements. The other great thing about all of our supplements, as far as our nutrition, is they are bioavailable. You guys, that is such an important word to remember, is that not only does it, the capsules and this powder, you mix it with water, you shake it up, you drink it, your body is able to absorb it and put it to work right then. Another really cool thing about VMG Plus is that your body continues to be able to feed on it for at least 8 hours. So that means that in some cases, you'll take a supplement and you'll only be able to have it absorbable into your body, your bloodstream for maybe an hour or two. And that's why sometimes they'll say, okay, take half of your vitamins in the morning, half of them in the afternoon, is so that you can continue to get the benefit from them. With a VMG, you'll have access to that for your body all day long, which I absolutely love. Plus, I love the taste of it. And if you're somebody who doesn't like to swallow pills, or this is great for kids, I know some people who will take, mix it up and they'll freeze some of it, or they'll open up the powder packet and they'll use half of it in the morning for some of their kids, and then they'll use the rest of it for themselves. I mean, the sky's the limit on what you can do. Okay, on the right-hand side here, we're going to look at our omegas. You guys, it's so much more than just a fish oil. This stuff is absolutely amazing. The capsules are a little larger, so that's when I first introduced it, I said some people will take it and just put it in their mouth and chew it. Now, never have I ever been able to take a fish oil capsule and chew it in my mouth. As a matter of fact, most of them before doTERRA, I would swallow and I would burp up fish burps for a long time. And I've not experienced that at all with any of our omegas. I actually I'll take 3 of them, and I'll swallow 2 and I'll chew 1 in my mouth so that I can get that absorbed into my bloodstream immediately. You guys, there's so many great things that are in this omega. Like I said, it's way more than just a fish oil, as you can see from the screen. Okay, now I want you to notice the Zendocrine. We have 3 different deliveries. 2 of them are the essential oil, which are on the bottom left-hand side. You'll see there's a little bottle that has 250 drops. It's 15 ml. And then we also have a capsule that comes with the essential oil in it. There are 60 gel caps in a bottle. Now that one is made of essential oils. It helps to support for a healthy liver. It helps to rid all of the different things that are in our filter organs that needs to leave our body. I absolutely love this product. I use it every single day. On the right-hand side at the top, we have Zendocrine Detoxification Complex. So think of this one more of a botanical herb supplement that really helps to support in nourishment for all of your support organs. So the difference of them is one of them is cleansing and detoxing, where the other one is more supportive of your organs and making sure that they have the nutrients that they need to function at a high level. Okay, now GX Assist. On the left-hand side, I want you guys to look at the powerhouse essential oils that are in there. So oregano, antibacterial, antiparasitic. So gosh, you guys, I just listened to a video or a webinar, and they were talking about the big C word and how parasites are to blame for so much of it, that if we can get in our bodies and clean those parasites out, which we all have. I mean, sometimes people get grossed out by it or thinking about it, but it's like we all have them to some degree, but can we try to eliminate them so that our bodies are functioning and feeling better? We've got tea tree in here. We've got lemon, lemongrass, peppermint, and then another big powerhouse, thyme essential oil. So these 2 for any kind of any anything that you need, these are the big boys. So I love GX Assist. This one, if you look at the capsule itself, it's smaller in design. It's very hard. And it's designed that way so that it can actually open up in your body where it's going to be most beneficial, which is your lower GI. You guys, sometimes I'll use this when I've been around people who are really sick, just to give my body a boost and to give it extra support. This is something that you'll want to read the directions on the bottle, and you'll take 1 of them up to 3 times a day. So I had a gal one time misread that or listen, and she took 3 of them at once. You guys, you don't ever want to do that. You want to take 1 of them at a time, and you can take up to 3. So I would say like morning, noon, and night. And then you could take them up for 10 days, and then you would take a break from them, and you could either go off of them or you could just take your break. Okay, so that's pretty much some of the cleansing properties and things that we have that help our bodies just feel better, get rid of that gunk. Anything that's built up is going to help remove it. So then we're going to talk about monthly hormone support. So, because we're talking hormones and cleanse, well, we're going to clean out our bodies so we're feeling better, getting rid of some of those symptoms that we talked about in the beginning. But now it's like, any of you guys ever experience, mood swings up and down, global warming in your own body, irritation, feeling, mad or angry, or maybe you have monthly issues where you're cramping and just having all those different things. Well, this is a monthly hormone support. You can buy this as a set of 3, which you're going to get all 3 of these products together. Anytime you buy in a set or in a bundle, you're going to save additional off of the wholesale pricing. So it's always a really good idea to bundle things up and save more, in my opinion, because gosh, we're watching every penny at my house, right? All right, so we're going to dive into these. So phytoestrogen, you guys, I want you to take a screenshot or really look at the stuff on the screen, because we're not going to go into each one of them, but this one is a plant-based phytoestrogen that helps our bodies have a normal hormone level. What this is it's not an estrogen at all. It's a plant. And so I love that when I was, gosh, it's been a few years ago now, when I started noticing my body changing, my mood changing, the heat in my body was turning up all by itself. And I was going, oh my gosh, what's going on? And so I started taking one of these every single day, and I noticed that it just went away. And so then I stopped taking it. Well, about 2 weeks went by, and I'm going, okay, it's back now. So then I started taking them again. And then for a while, you guys, for probably a year, I would take one every morning and I would take one every night. And it just took away all of those symptoms, and I felt normal. If I would miss it for a couple of days, it would still be okay because my body had it stored up in it. Well, if I went more than like 2 or 3 days, all of a sudden I would have that heater come back on in my body, and just the way that I would feel. I'm so grateful for this. And we've seen little girls, unfortunately, and some boys. I mean, we have boys and girls who take this, that will need to start taking this as a supplement, younger and younger, because of all of the different things that we're being exposed to in our foods. Okay, and then we go into bone nutrients. So again, just like our omega, this is much, much more than just like a vitamin D. Or so if you look, you guys, it provides 100% of the recommended daily calcium or magnesium. It also has vitamin D2, D3, so that our bodies can actually absorb it. So many things, there's a lot of pills that are out there on the market that people will buy and they'll take them, and yet their bodies don't break them down and don't absorb it at all. So it really is important, again, to be able to have something that is bioavailable so that our cells can recognize it and utilize those compounds to really help support in bones. So if you have somebody, maybe you've got an athlete in your family who has had, a lot of injuries, broken bones, wrists, legs, whatever, from playing sports, or maybe just being super active, this is something that you'll want to introduce to them. And as we get older, our bones, are weaker. So it is something that I always recommend people take. Now, I use the bone nutrients. I take 3 of them before I go to bed at night. And the reason I take them before I go to bed at night is because it helps me sleep better. And if you look at those main ingredients down here on the screen, gosh, we've got C, D2, D3, biotin, calcium, magnesium, zinc, copper. And if you know anything about doTERRA, they put a lot of science, time, money, and energy into making sure that they do have the best product that's out there on the market. Not only the best product, but that it is something that we can utilize and it will benefit us. And so I love all the studies, the science that goes behind it. Okay, now Clary Calm. So when I first started with doTERRA, I literally would call this the bitch stick. And the reason is because it will take that bitchiness, sorry, and it just calms you down. And so I have a friend who used to have once a month, she would be curled up in a corner for at least 1 or 2 days with cramps and just feeling awful. And so one of the things that when I first started studying about this, I'm like, gosh, maybe this could really help her. So I recommended that she would put it on her wrist, on the inside of her ankles, and across her lower abdomen, whether it was that time of the month for her or not. And what she found is that when she needed it most, she didn't need it as much. Her husband loved the smell of it. She started wearing it like a daily perfume, and it changed everything for her. So what I love about this blend, you guys, is anybody can use it. It does have Roman chamomile, which is antispasmodic. So if you have that, cramping, it's going to help to reduce that. It also has fennel, which is also something with, that can help with that, the cramping. It's got cedarwood, which is super calming to you and to your nervous system. Again, we've got, clary sage, which is one of the best essential oils that you can use for balancing your hormones and making you feel normal. I think that's the main thing, right? It's like we just want to feel normal. We want to be normal. And so everything in here, it's in that center section where it talks about hot flashes, hormone balancing, menopause, menstruation, PMS, all of the things. This stick is really, really great. It is pure oil. So in some cases, if you have young teenagers and you want to make it go further, it's a lot of oil. You don't need a lot. So you can rub it, or, just roll it across your tummy and then take your hand and rub the rest of it in. You don't need to just hurry and roll and roll and roll. The other thing you could do is pop the top off, pour half of it into another roller, fill it up with fractionated coconut oil, and then you've got two rollers, and you can share them throughout your house, especially if you have a lot of girls or a lot of women around you. This is really great. On the right-hand side, you guys, we've got a thyroid balancing blend. So what I love about this blend, and it's 8 drops of lavender, 5 drops of lemongrass, 5 drops of frankincense, myrrh, and clove. You put all of that into a 10 ml roller bottle, and then you fill it with fractionated coconut oil. You just kind of gently roll it in your hands to blend it up, and then you would apply it to your throat area. You could put it on your hands. You could find the reflex points. You could put it on the bottoms of your feet, and just and be really consistent. So I think with all of these products, consistency is key. If you're using it once in a while, well, that's the result you're going to get. You use it more often and you're going to be more consistent. Pretty soon, what I've found is the more I use some of this stuff, the less I need it. And a little tiny bit goes a really long ways. So True Self was an essential oil blend that, as I was studying and talking about, self-acceptance and zest for life and then whisper, we made this roller bottle blend, which is absolutely amazing. I highly recommend you guys try it. Sorry, just one sec. Okay, so now we're going to talk about MetaPower. I don't know what happened to my voice all of a sudden. But so here is a flagship product that so many people absolutely love because it helps with their metabolism. Um, right now, you can, if you're watching the replay, it might be gone, but right now we're in February 2025, and the free product of the month is a 5 ml of MetaPower, and which it includes grapefruit, lemon, peppermint, ginger, and cinnamon bark. You guys, this is an amazing essential oil. You can use it topically. You can put it in your water. This is also really great for not only a healthy metabolism, but it helps with sugar cravings. So there are times when my body says, hey, I need something sweet. And if you're like me, it's like, I don't actually really need it. My body's just saying, hey, you need a treat. And so this can help to manage those sugar cravings. And also, if you look at the essential oils that are in here, anytime you have a citrus oil, it's super cleansing. So this naturally cleanses and detoxes the body. You can get it in a pre-made gel cap, which there's 5 drops of the essential oil in each gel cap. That's amazing, you guys. If you haven't tried it yet, make sure you're getting that free product of the month so you can try it for free. Then I mentioned just for a second, lemon or citrus oils, tangerine, we've got grapefruit, we've got lemon, we've got so many others, green mandarin, that really help our bodies. And when we put them in our water, it actually gets internal, which has a great effect on cleaning out. When I talked about the oil filter and, just keeping that sticky stuff that might stick to our cells so we're not feeling as good, it helps to get rid of that and helps it to leave our body. And then also, breast detox. So really great habits are to take a drop each of what these oils, frankincense, pink pepper, and grapefruit. You can just put them in your hand. You could add coconut oil or put unscented lotion or add it to any of your other doTERRA skincare, and then mix it up in your hand like this, and then go under your arms, get all of that lymphatic area. You can go across your breast tissue and really help to just keep it nice and healthy. Now, this is not just for women, this is for men also. Breast cancer, or sorry, breast issues happen for both men and women. And so I think it's just a really great thing to do. And sometimes what I'll do is I will take an empty bottle. So say the grapefruit is almost gone. I'll take a third, a third, a third, and I'll pour it all into one, and it'll already be pre-mixed, and I'll just leave it in my shower so that when I'm completely done and I'm getting ready to get out, I'll just put a few drops in my hand, rub it on really good, especially like I love to dry brush and things. So the more handy I have my oils, the better I am at using them. Okay, so now here are some other really great ways to keep your hormones on track. You guys, this is February. If you're watching the replay, who knows when you're watching it, but this is the month for romance and love, and not only romance and love with a partner, but to be able to do self-care, self-love, practice really great things to keep your hormones on track. When your hormones are on track and you feel good and you have that energy and you're sleeping really well, guess what? You have more energy. You want to do fun things. You want to go out more and experience life. And so this keeping your hormones on track is really important. So you could take grapefruit and thyme. It helps to promote progesterone levels. You take 2 drops of each and you apply them around your ankles. Now, anytime you see essential oils, I use them neat all the time, which means I don't use any dilution. But if you are sensitive, you have sensitive skin, you can always take your drops and put it with a carrier oil and then put them on. And sometimes that actually helps it to stay topical longer and gives you a longer effect. Now, the Zendocrine combo, 8 drops on your liver. You can take 1 to 2 capsules at night to support the liver. It's a really great big player in balancing your hormones. Now, you'll notice that this one is the soft gel. So this is the essential oil, or you can just use the oil straight. Fennel, I mentioned a few minutes ago as far as some of the benefits for cramping and things, but it also helps to support healthy estrogen levels. This one you can drop in your belly button, which is a great way to use them to get directly into your body, especially in that area, or you can just simply put it directly under your tongue. Clary Calm all over your wrists, your ankles, over your belly. And the more, like, if you are somebody who, or know somebody who has a lot of extreme symptoms when it's that time of the month for them, then get in the habit of using it like 2 or 3 days before, during, and maybe a couple of days after to really minimize any of those effects that you might be having. Okay, so here are the tips. Be consistent with your daily routine. Whether you choose the Lifelong Vitality, the Omega, the Zendocrine, that Restore, those are really great things, you guys, to just give you that baseline of foundational wellness. And when we feel good and when our bodies are getting what it needs nutritionally, then it's able to then concentrate and focus on getting relief in other areas. Eliminate as many of the toxic chemicals you can throughout your home, your personal care, and your food. Now, that means maybe you're getting rid of your dryer balls. Have you guys looked on and searched the effects of dryer sheets? It's scary. It's scary to see what can happen and some of the things that are the warnings that are out there. So, maybe you're eliminating the dryer sheets and you're using, dryer balls where you're putting essential oils on them. Maybe you are using different shampoos. I mean, we've got great skincare. We've got great cleaners for your home. Maybe you're just going to refurbish or redo your cleaning closet. You're getting rid of all of those over-the-counter stuff that is just full of, not only are you paying a lot of the products of water and things, but if you read those labels, you guys, they're packed full of things that are toxic. And so you get to choose, like, where am I going to start? And for me, I started with a medicine cabinet, and then I went to the cleaning cabinet, and then I went to my laundry, and I just little by little, I just redid everything. Another really important thing is to remember is to drink a lot of water. We need to have something to flush out our system of all of those toxins. I talked a little tiny bit about elimination. Well, we need the more water we drink, the more it helps to flush all of our stuff and it helps to leave our body. Increase your sleep. You guys, I can't stress enough the importance of getting a good night's sleep. You feel better, you have more energy, your mind is clearer when you can do that. You have energy to work out and to have more movement. Get outside. You guys, there's so much goodness in just going and sitting out in the sun for 5 minutes and just letting the sun hit you and just really soak in all of that natural vitamin D and everything. It's pretty amazing. So self-care, great thing to think about for February is how can I up the things that I'm doing, the choices that I'm making. Okay, so now we've got some really great new exciting things that we get to talk about. So doTERRA has a rewards point system. So anytime you purchase using the rewards, you can earn anywhere from 10 to 30% off or back in every purchase. Who doesn't want money back, right? And when you earn points, you can turn them in for all kinds of really cool things. So then if you have a 125 PV rewards order that ships before the 15th, you will get a free oil from doTERRA every single month. Now, another way that you can also earn the free oil is by ordering any of the new foundational wellness kits any time of the month. So on the left-hand side towards the bottom, you'll see some of the different kits that are available. Also in the middle is the oils that you get. So this month is February, and we are getting MetaPower oil for free. Who knows what next month is bringing, but you can see it's a really great lineup. All of these oils are something that I use on a regular basis. And so I love that we get them for free, which makes it so that if I want to share it with somebody, I can do it and it doesn't cost me anything. Now, the first time that you set up your rewards order, so some of you guys have been here a really long time. We're going to do some giveaways at the end of class tonight as a thank you for people who are a part of the VIP get earning 30% back, which means they've ordered using the rewards program for at least 13 months. Now, the first time you place your order, you're going to receive a free thank you gift from doTERRA, which is featured on the right-hand side of the screen. It gives you a sample of the toothpaste. You get Deep Blue rub. I mean, that's definitely something that everybody loves. You'll get a PB assist, you guys, all of the stuff. So you'll get all that for free just for ordering a rewards order. Now, this month, if you kind of go down to the bottom right-hand side, you'll see that anybody, for the first time that you order one of the foundational wellness starter kits, you'll also get this really cool gift. Now, it's a shaker bottle, and this is great for the VMG. It's glass, and then you also get a 5 ml of peppermint. You guys, this is such a great gift. It is available when people order or join. Sorry, let me restart. This gift is available for anyone who is a first-time enrollment. So if you enroll somebody for the first time and they start with one of these wellness kits that are pictured on the bottom right-hand side, and they set up a rewards order, they're not only going to get the free gift above, but they're also going to get that shaker bottle and peppermint. For the month of February only, If you have been with doTERRA and you order one of these foundational wellness kits, you too will receive this gift. You guys, this only is available during February, so make sure you take advantage of it. And if you're like me, I'm using the VMG, the Omega, Restore, all of the things. So I am so excited. My gift will be here any day. Now, I talked just briefly about a VIP. So this is something that doTERRA has just launched. And so anyone who has reached the status of VIP, which means they've been ordering rewards and they've reached 30% back, then you get a welcome gift. Now, again, this welcome gift is one per account, but it's a great little bag. Plus, you get this awesome sticker that you can put on your water bottle, your computer, your locker, whatever it is that you want to do with it. So you guys, this is just one of the things that doTERRA is saying thank you. You'll also, as a VIP, get opportunities to purchase at a discount. You'll also have things that are limited to only VIPs. And I think that that's really great and a nice way of them saying thanks. So every month we have different promotions. On the right-hand side, this is February, and these are our promotions. I've already talked about people who are able to receive the free gift with a foundational wellness. Then you can receive 10% off of adaptive. We have a class coming up, you guys, which features adaptive. It's about mind and mood and just the way that so many people can benefit from the way that adaptive helps us to cope with everyday life. And then we already mentioned MetaPower Free with a 125 PV rewards order by the 15th, or any wellness kit throughout the month. And then for VIPs, we can also purchase the Yaropalm eye masks. And everybody will be able to order them starting March 1st, but we get a sneak peek and to be able to get those before anyone else. Okay. If you want your oils for free, or if you're interested in earning $500 with doTERRA, please let the person know who invited you here tonight. This is something that when I first was introduced to doTERRA, I fell in love with the oils. Like I was that person who wanted to jump in the bag and take all of them, which I did. Like I'm literally like, okay, whatever, I have to have it, get it all for me. And then I wanted nothing to do with the business. But what I found is people started hearing, well, you've got something for a headache. You've got something for this. You've got something for that. Tell me more. Like how can I get some? And from that and just referring people to it, I was able to, before too long, be able to get my oils paid for. And it's just opened up all kinds of doors to where I've been able to travel on different humanitarian trips with doTERRA. My family's gone on these trips. We've done all kinds of things. I was able to set a goal of having a retreat home, and years later, here we are. I've got that home where we can bring people in and educate them and have some really great gatherings. So you guys, you too, and doTERRA has just revamped their compensation plan, which means it's easier now more than ever in being able to get paid for sharing. Okay, I want to say thank you, thank you, thank you for joining us. On the left-hand side of the screen, there is a QR code. It says quick links. This is a way for you guys to just open that up. You just take a picture, open up the tab, and it will put you in contact with us for our emails, our newsletter, our Zoom links, all of the different things, our class, our Facebook, all of it is there. Next week, like I said in the beginning, we have Healthy Babies, Kids, and Pets. This is a class you will not want to miss. Sarah and her boys teach it, and they do an amazing job of showing how simple it is to have this as a daily routine and how she keeps her family out of the doctor's office with super simple essential oil recipes. Okay, I have prize winner. Text the word prize. So in just a second, I'm going to stop my share and I'm going to open up a screen where we've got a prize wheel, and we're going to come back to this in just a sec. So, okay, hold tight. All right, here we are. Hi, guys. It's always so much fun to see everybody here. I'm going to see if I can find the will while I'm talking about this. Oh, God, I wondered if this might come up for me. Okay, well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do since I can't find the right screen. We're going to go ahead and we'll open up for testimonials, comments, questions. I will go live in our Facebook group right after this. We've had over 68 people comment me 100 in our Facebook page that they are VIPs, that they are earning the 30% back, and we're going to give away a bunch of prizes. And then I'll give you guys directions there. I wanted to do it live here, but I can't. I don't think I opened up my screen to it. So we're not gonna be able to do that. All right. I didn't watch the chat. Are there any questions? No questions. Hey, Julie. Oh my gosh, I haven't seen you here for a hot minute. All right. Well, we're super glad you're here. We're glad you're all here. I love it. Love it. Okay. Does anybody have any testimonials that they would like to share?
I want to say something. As can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I just want to say something with your new these new slides and all the new things that doTERRA are coming out with is, there's a lot of people out there that think, oh, doTERRA is only oils. Now, when we talk about that foundational, Hayley, and how, they gift us things when we take our health uh, into our own hands with a foundation. I mean, it just amazes me just in the years of being part of doTERRA that they are a company who gives back a money back guarantee with their supplements, but they know that what's happening to us as a society and what we're doing and how important it is to start small. And really our foundation, when we say start small, because you said, I want to jump in and get everything, or you smelled the oils or whatever, but just these few little things, the reset, renew, all the stuff, supplements that they have are a great way to get us taking that baby step to re-owning our health and wellness, which I love.
So important. I can tell you two different stories as far as supplements, doTERRA, and the difference. So my sister and I are 3 years apart. When she was going through the change, she was mean. Well, maybe she was mean anyway, but anyway, she was mean and she was having all these different symptoms. She was super irritable, and just cranky. And I remember her just going, oh my gosh, I need to like take my shirt off. And she would do all these just crazy things. And I thought, oh my gosh, this is something that I'm in for. Well, fast forward a little bit, she didn't have the doTERRA product. She had some, but we didn't have as many as we do now. And so when it was my turn, I was 100% into the nutrition, using the supplements, the Zendocrine and all those different things to support my body. Well, then when I started using like the phytoestrogen and the bone nutrients and the claricolm and all that, my symptoms and my journey through menopause was so much easier. Like, I'm not kidding you. It was like night and day difference between what our experiences were. And so that alone, I'm sitting here going, gosh, if we can help somebody have less symptoms and have, a more, I don't know why I'm so moody. Well, here, let's try this, and have solutions for them, then why not? And continuing down that same path of just feeling better and having energy. And I don't know about you guys, but I 100% don't feel my age. Like I am like, okay, don't tell me I'm that old because I feel like I'm like 10 years younger. And I'm so grateful. And I know a lot of it is some of these products that I use, and I'm super consistent. You guys, I take this stuff as if it was prescribed to me by a doctor. And then because I do study, and I know not everybody here knows and studies and all the things like I do, but it's like that's why we're here, is to help you guys journey through some of this stuff. And like Tammy said, that foundation is so important. So I was attracted to the essential oils. Like I literally was the one going, okay, give them all to me. I got to have them. And I would shake them and I would carry them in my pocket, do all the things. And when I was introduced to the like some of the supplements, I was like, you know what? I didn't even know they had it. But when I learned how what they go through for the testing for their essential oils, and they still do the same thing with their products, I'm like, okay, this is a company that I can trust, I can stand behind, and I can use. And there have been products I've used before, you guys, where I'm like, I don't even know if I noticed a difference. Well, with this, all you got to do is stop taking it to see if you can notice a difference. And when I'm referring it to, moms who are trying to get pregnant, to people who have been on, on a lot of different medications or going through a lot of different health concerns, um, sometimes, and that's what I was saying, it's like sometimes we need to sit down and come up with a protocol directly for you, but we can, you know? So good. Okay, who else? Who else has something? Oh, Diane?
I'll do a quick testimonial on our foundational wellness, whether it be lifelong vitality or VMG plus, either one. It's a must have. I don't go a day without it. I know that that's what keeps me going. 66, almost 67, and just retired from teaching, and I would not have made it through the past, how long have I been doing this? 7, 8 years with doTERRA. I wouldn't have made it that long without those. And on another note, and that consistency is key. And after a while, you're going to realize you're going to see some changes in your body and in your energy, in your joints that you didn't know were going to happen. So my knees don't creak going up and down stairs anymore. I don't have joint pain in my hands like I was starting to get. And so I can't say I will never go a day without it. So speaking of going without it, though, my husband had to have some dental surgery, and so he just got off all the supplements, just being super precautious, and super cautious, excuse me. And so I noticed that because we're both retired and we're home, that he was having to take a nap every day. Whereas before he wasn't doing that, with his supplements. So by being off of those supplements were providing him with that energy and that stamina that he needed. And then when he went off of them, he wasn't getting that. So
Pretty cool.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the proof is in the daily habits and routine, right?
Mhm.
Start really noticing things. And I know there was a time when I was going, okay, my mind, like it's all foggy. Like, and I can't remember. And how many of you guys, okay, so if we're busy and overwhelmed and have a lot on our plate, that's one thing. But it's like I kept going and going, okay, what was I in here for? But it was more and more often. Well, gosh, you guys, that frankincense capsule came out. And that completely cleared things up for me. Amazing, And I know sometimes like people will go, "Oh my gosh, but there's so many. Like there's so many different things." And isn't that great? That you can customize what it is that you need and go from there. And I definitely have plenty of people who are like, "Okay, I can only do the VMG." Great. And then let's start, if they're doing it on the rewards program, they're earning points every time they buy it. Those points can start adding up, and then they're turning those points in for free stuff. So even if their wish list is, oh, I have VMG, I'm getting that, and I really want DDR Prime. Great. Let's find out how many points it takes, and start earning those points. And pretty soon you're turning things in for free products. I don't know about you guys, but I just turned in 286 points for free product. That was pretty cool. And the best part is because I've been buying this stuff for, a while, my husband uses it, my kids use it, I use it. So I'm turning in free points like that all the time. And there's no grocery store, gas station, book club, airline that's giving you nearly not even 10% back for what you're spending. You guys, you can earn up to 30% back. That's pretty cool. So many good things. So many things are coming. Yeah, Ani just turned in 250 points. And how cool. And I think we talked earlier, gosh, it wasn't today, it was yesterday, and it was like cleaning supplies. laundry stuff. I used to hate it when I would have to go to the grocery store and spend my money on cleaning stuff, right? It's like now I can get it for free and it's so cool. Okay, anybody else have anything that they'd like to comment or say? Okay, Bobby?
Just to make it a little bit more realistic, you know, when you're spending about 150 a month for all your vitamins and household things, you're getting about 50, 60 bucks free product every time you place an order.
It adds up.
Which is super nice.
Oh gosh. And I just gonna have to do a shout out for Bobby. I saw you on something, maybe it was Saturday, and you look fantastic. You
Well, thank
sound
you.
good, you look good. I mean, and you've been going through some really tough stuff. And
Mhm.
so I'm just so proud of you and the progress that you're making. Yeah. Yeah, really good. It's so good. So, all right, you guys, anybody else have anything that they would like to add for tonight's class? Okay, JLo?
Just wanted to let you know that my sister got her first product using her points this month. And so she was really, really happy. So she was all like, I got turmeric and I bought one and I got one free. So she was really, really excited. She's slowly getting up there, but she's getting there. She was excited.
That is so cool, and you know what? For some, it's like every little thing counts. And that's why I'm saying, it's like being able to buy it the best way and the smartest way. And that's what we really like working with people one-on-one is like, what's your goal? Let me help you get it. And so we just work through that kind of stuff. Okay, so we have some really exciting stuff coming up, you guys. I will go into Good Vibes. I will give away some free products as a great thank you for those VIPs, that 100 points, or 100, I don't even know. Anyway, that we have people who in March are going to be doing a special program. They've partnered with doTERRA to do something called Silver Club, where we'll be able to offer additional free gifts with enrollment. So we're excited for that. And then tomorrow night is Wednesday. Every Wednesday, you guys, we're going live in Good Vibes, giving a deeper dive on a couple of products. So that's Tammy and Diane. So make sure you guys watch for that, because if you're there live, you'll be able to watch them. You'll be able to ask questions and things like that. Otherwise, that replay will be up in there for you guys. Thank you so much, you guys. I just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you for everything that you guys do, for showing up, for taking the time. We know that your time is valuable, and hopefully you learned a little something different than you knew before. All right. Have a great night, you guys. See you next time.